In the year 2714, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
When last we left our heroes, the fools decided to make their way through floors 15 and 16, which is research and development and weapons development, respectively. They were able to talk to Snap, Crackle, and Pop in different iterations, and able to figure out some of the random things that are happening in R&D, get some intel into some cool stuff. And then they went to weapons and found some neat stuff, but not really any of the things that they were looking for, because the specific things they were looking for, everybody failed their rolls. So, but they did find some cool items to add to their repertoire, their arsenal. And yeah, what are you guys doing?
I think we'll head back to the elevator. I'm going to head back to the elevator, poking around a little bit.
I feel like we should be looking for a bag of holding with all the shit that we got.
Bag of holding would be nice. Probably would have been in the last floor if they have them. So, once we get back in the elevator.
Yep. All right, so Hobbs is holding the elevator door open for you guys, but you all make your way back there? Okay. Yeah. The guards say, bye. See you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Meow.
I don't know where that cat came from.
He's been here the whole time.
He's got a badge. It's fine.
The Quiznos mouth.
That cat does have a badge. That cat doesn't have a badge.
He ripped his. I seen it.
What do you guys think? Should we have to 18 and then to the control room? 18's got that storage we wanted to look at. And I feel like the control room...
18's the executive level.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like the control room is where we'd access the sprinkler system to inspect that.
Mm-hmm.
So we might want to hit 18 first.
I'm down. Let's go.
I guess we could always backtrack too.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Moving on up.
All right. So what button do you push?
18?
All of them.
I push 18.
All right, so you push 18, the doors close, you skip the 17th floor, which is the control room, and you head up to the first of the two executive floors. The door opens, and you find a woman who's sitting behind the desk. She's got big frizzy hair, and she's just sitting there chewing some gum, twirling her hair as the elevator doors open up. You can see straight behind her there is a hallway that either routes to the left or to the right, and you do see that on the left hallway there is a plaque that says conference rooms, and on the right hallway there is a plaque that says vault. That's beyond her, though.
Well, I think vault is where we want to go. Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds like somewhere I'd like to go.
Yeah, that's where we need to look over. So we'll head right up to the desk.
Hello, what brings ya?
Hello, we're here as efficiency consultants. We need to look over the vault and see. We're trying to take a full inventory.
Oh, let me see the badge.
She pulls up her bifocals that were hanging around her neck and puts them on her, big Goliath face, and she squints her eyes.
Oh, you're with the Bobs.
Yeah.
Oh, well, come on in. Let me swing on right on in this way. You need to take a look at what now?
We want to look through the vault. We're we're gonna take a full inventory, but right now we're just want a cursory glance through the vault.
Okay. Yeah, I can give you access to that.
That'd be great.
Okay, sweet. Go ahead and follow me. I'll take you back there.
And so she leads you back to the vault. She opens up this, puts a key in the door, unlocks this door, opens it up, and then you can see this giant vault that's in front of her. And she goes,
Just go on in and give the password that you need. Okay?
The password that we need.
Yeah. It's the one that changes every day. You should have it, right?
What kind of efficient operating is that?
It's high security. This is the highest security vault in the land.
How is this password typically communicated?
Verbally.
Changes every day.
Oh,
And
wait.
it's communicated verbally?
No, everybody knows. There's a different password depending on what day of the month it is. I thought you guys got this in your brief. There's a different password depending on what day of the month it is. You've got to use that password to access any kind of vault, hun. And then you need that same password to get up to the 20th floor if you're going to go to Roger Milton's office.
Milton.
It's a different password based off of the day of the month. Are we recycling passwords? So it's like the 28th of every month the same?
No, it changes for the months too. You should have this already.
What is it? Distributed on a calendar?
No, very high class.
All of our high-class briefs didn't have anything about daily passwords. I mean, we haven't been inspecting vaults yet, so this hasn't come up for us, but this is very concerning that this is such important information not being communicated.
make wisdom saves, guys.
8.
7.
6.
Do not hold your breath. Oh my
5.
god! 2?
Aw.
Roll again.
You got 8,
That
6.
one's an 8 that time. What did Hobbs get?
You guys had a 7 and an 8, right?
Hobbs ripped his badge. He's still in the elevator.
You guys, this rings a bell to you. You found something to solve this already. That's all I'm giving you.
Is it the calendar?
Yeah,
The pun calendar. We have it with us.
calendar.
It's not the pun calendar. You know what? Just try. At this point, Eddie and Adira are just getting pissed because you don't even remember that you found anything. And this lady's not giving you the password, and she's telling you that you have the password if you're with the Bobs.
I wrote down crisis line with no with no context.
I wrote down enchanted security badges and then drew a picture of a mouse.
I would say, this is a little bit of a side quest to get into the vault, but getting to the 20th floor is the main quest of this building, so you're still gonna need it.
All right.
Wow, guys.
Yeah.
Just wow.
All right, I'm gonna walk a little ways back towards the elevator.
What is
Away
the
from the lady.
badges? Why are our badges labeled 1C, 4C? What are those?
You were part of the C group that was coming in. The Bob badges have A on them. 1A, 2A are what the 2 Bob badges have.
Hey Siri,
Oh yeah.
Yes, Eddie.
Okay, that's how
what's
she
today's
answers.
vault password in Chalice Tower?
Make your roll. It's intelligence, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
So that's an 11.
Okay. She says,
Eddie, I do not have access to today's vault password, but I found this on the web. You have a book that you recovered from the McAllisters with a cipher to go along, to help to determine which passwords gain access to Chalice Tower. My records indicate that you can use this book with cipher to determine the password for the vault and the access to the 20th floor.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay. I'll walk back over. And, what was your name? Janine, was it?
Yeah?
Listen, Janine, what about the conference rooms down here? I'm going to take a look over those. Do we need a password for those too?
No, sweetie, but conference room C is currently in use, so you'd have to use A, B, or F.
In use by whom?
Well, some of the executives, hon.
Which ones?
Well, there's Martin, and then there's Francesca, and then there's Lawrence. They're all in there right now going over quarterly results.
Okay.
What happened to conference room D?
Oh, we got rid of conference room D after the whole bunny incident.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to head back down to conference room B. And, Uorag, you're still a kitty cat?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can hear through the door what's going on in conference room C?
I can give it a shot.
If you go into conference room B, there is actually a thing that when you close it, it tells you are in a secure location. There's a sound dampener.
Nuts. Well.
So, no.
Well, I'm gonna get out the book and see if I can decipher the password for today's.
That is an intelligence roll. Do you guys remember finding that now?
I do, yeah.
That was what we used the
It's in
punny
my
calendar
notes.
to get to.
I got a 9.
A 9? Okay. Yeah. So you can do that. Yep.
All
I
right.
think we were more intrigued with the calendar.
You were definitely more
Pun
intrigued with the calendar. It definitely stuck in your brains more than the password book with the cipher.
Well, the pun calendar.
It's true. I was fully committed to going in and just saying a pun to the door. I looked them up and everything.
You can try. The password for today is Guam.
I'm sure. I think
All
we
right.
should tell it a
I
joke.
knew it.
I am also going to it'd take an hour to put the spyglass back together. You said, wouldn't it? Around an hour or so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe not. I was thinking of doing that in here because quiet. There's the table, but nah. All right. Shall we go check out the vault? Today's password is Guam, according to this information we got from that son of a gun that we went and got information from while he was home alone.
Yeah, let's go get in the vault.
Okay. So you go back out and grab her again. She takes you back and unlocks the door again so that you can go in. And she's like,
All right, you guys are good now? You're all right? You don't need me for anything else?
Yeah, no, we just went over our briefs and I did find the password, so I think we're ready, yeah.
Awesome. Well, you have a good time, hon. Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, okay. We will. Thank you, Janine.
she turns around and goes back to her
Janine,
desk.
Oh, yes?
sorry about the bug eyes thing.
It's okay. You have a lot on your plate, sweetheart.
It's Ghostbusters quote. All right, so back to the vault.
Yep. All right, so you open the vault. Inside the vault, you do find barrels of this chemical X in there. You also find gold bars, plenty of gold bars, as well as some diamonds. So this looks like kind of the corporate stash here for their slush fund stuff. You also find some scrolls that are in there, and an amulet.
What's the amulet do? I love jewelry.
The amulet. Stop it! Oh wait, make a roll. I'm not doing this again.
Almost worked again.
If you just ask the right questions, he's just gonna tell us. D&D is easy.
7 plus modifier. What is modifier for identifying magic item is intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay, so 7.
A 7. Okay. So you to look at it, it looks like a magical key of some sort.
Oh.
Like it activates some kind of. If you turn it on, it activates something.
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. And
Just wear it.
just wear it. You don't activate it.
Well, hey, Eddie, should I activate this?
I don't see why not. What's it do?
I don't know. Let's find out. I am the keymaster. I'm gonna activate it.
I'm the gatekeeper.
Thank you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You activate this amulet, and all of a sudden you hear out of the back of this vault, behind some of the barrels, a construct start to lift up off the ground, making noises as it's standing up, and the vault door closes behind you as a security light starts flashing red in the center, and it says,
Ed 209 has been activated.
and it lifts up these two giant guns, points them directly at Bill, and fires. And that's a hit with its volley. For 10 points of damage.
Drop the gun, Bill.
Too many points of damage.
And in case you're curious, I swapped out your 7 for that crit fail. And in case you guys don't know, Ed 209 is...
RoboCop.
Yeah.
Enforcement droid.
We gotta find some stairs.
Yep. It's in my notes. Cannot use steps.
All right. Well,
You had 30 seconds.
how much
to
damage
comply.
did Bill just take?
10 points.
Gee.
I didn't even give him warning. Nope.
Oh, wait. I have 1 armor. I took 9. Suck it, Robocop.
I'm gonna cast.
Well, this isn't RoboCop. This
This
is
is
Ed 209.
RoboCop's nemesis.
Yeah.
Murphy's probably on our side. I'm gonna cast invisibility on Bill
Okay.
because I feel like he needs it the most. After that,
I'm just pressing the button
he's
over and
sitting
over
there
again.
just
Oh,
lying to
it's
himself.
locked on too. You can't take
That's
the,
a very successful cast. It's 11 on the dice.
you can't take the amulet off. Like it is stuck to your chest, like a magnet now to your persons. It's cursed.
But you're invisible,
It's a good song.
so maybe he won't be able to hit you as easy, or maybe he can still sense you with the amulet. We'll see.
Like some kind of magnet.
Who's after Eddie? Bill, you're on the ground, by the way. Though that blast knocked your ass like flat onto the ground.
How big is the room we're in?
It's a pretty big vault. Like it is probably 100 feet long and probably 30 feet wide.
How far away is he?
Towards the end.
I'm gonna go next.
Okay. And there are barrels, like kegs, full of chemical X, all around the room. He didn't hit them
Because he hit you.
because he hit you. But just to keep that in mind, everyone.
You think that's gonna talk me out of using the stick balls?
I don't
I don't think that either. I'm just trying to set the stage.
I rolled so fucking well to hit. I'm so glad you said that. I am just gonna charge him.
Okay. Not gonna use your crossbow.
No, I was going to because that didn't use an ammo. So yeah, I'm just gonna charge him.
Okay.
I don't know what would that be. Like
Well, it's just gonna be your pit punching thing or your axe.
Mighty
thing.
Mighty Backhand.
Yeah, your mighty backhand.
okay. That is 11 points of damage.
All right, so you hit him.
Knock him back so he's not. I don't know where I would have been standing and recording. I would say Bill's directly in front of him. I would be off to the right, so I'm pushing his focus off to the left then.
Yeah. You guys were all kind of spreading out throughout the vault as you were walking in, and then Bill got shot in the chest and went flying backward. Eddie turned him invisible as he's passing by, and then
I
you
can't
can
see him anymore.
run up ahead. Yeah.
All
Yep.
right.
And so how much damage?
11.
Okay. Jesus.
Nobody hit me. Don't hit me.
Is Chemical X flammable? I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't know what my crossbow is, and I am, and I really want to focus on the door.
I'm in cat mode, so I'm going to leap up onto the ED209. And hopefully he lacks the mobility to get me off of him. That's a 10, I believe. For 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Just find something that looks like it's vital.
Yep. So you start scratching up his cameras and construct, eyes or whatever.
Going after wires and cables and hoses and whatever.
Yep. And its torso starts spinning like half circles, and then Bill, it's your turn.
He's just laying there yelling, "Help!"
I can't see myself, but it missed. Surely it missed.
Can't see a single scratch on me.
There's blood on the floor. Is someone else's?
If you're doubling something, you need to announce it first.
I am. I'm doubling damage.
Okay. I love it.
Let's see. What's my heal first? I'm gonna roll that again. I rolled 2 healing dice, but I don't. So I'm just gonna roll 1. I didn't need to roll 2. It's a 2.
You heal yourself for 2? How much did you roll to actually sing your song?
Oh yeah, that's the thing I have to do.
Yeah, it is.
That's a 10.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck?
You're doubling damage.
Yeah, you double damage.
That's true.
He's hoping that bleeds.
It's hateful. All right, yeah, that's so I have the double damage for it, and I'm 2 hit points healthier.
Okay.
And his turn.
Now, yep, it's Ed 209's turn. So he's actually going to shift a little bit more and try and rock Uorag loose. And when
Keep him busy.
When he can't, he's instead targets Eddie.
Perfect.
Oh, but it goes wide.
Uh-oh.
So, high or low, Eddie?
Low.
High it is.
Damn it.
Zoinks. He shoots, and a thing of chemical X explodes near Eddie. Eddie, I will let you take the choice. You can forfeit your turn this round and dodge away from the chemical X and roll away from it. Or you can maintain your turn, but you're going to get splashed, and you risk whatever chemical X this is.
And these are the
failed ones.
Yeah, these are the reject chemical X. I'm gonna forfeit my turn and dodge away.
Okay.
Good call.
It might have just made you a gremlin.
Yeah.
He could have been laying colorful eggs.
It's true. Or an angel.
Shit spiders.
Definitely isn't gonna make me indestructible like the ones in my pocket would.
All right, well, that skips Eddie then and takes us back over to Adira.
Can I hit the door?
The vault door?
Or can I say the password on the door to open it so we can make our way towards stairs?
Sure, you can try.
What would I be doing?
You would need to scan your badge and say the password.
Okay, doing that.
Okay.
Guam.
Right. So you scan it, and it gives a little
Hostile activity detected.
Yeah, no shit, let me out. Guam. Door's malfunctioning. Alright, so now what?
I think we smash it.
Now it's Uorag's turn.
Keep him busy.
I'm all over it. 8.
All right.
Really? 2.
Okay. So it's not going to hit you with your 8 as a retaliation, but it does, as you go to claw it this time, it does shake you free with its little twist.
Okay.
And it is Bill's turn.
I'm gonna throw a symbol at it.
Okay.
Don't miss.
Invisibly. That breaks your invisibility.
That's fine. I need the robot busy.
But what if I throw it poorly?
Oh shit, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna roll for Hobbs real quick. Oh, he doesn't have he's got the axe. So he'll run up, but it takes him a little while to get there. That's a 6 on the dice. Or it's a 6 total.
I rolled a 4 on my volley.
Oh no. Double damage with that symbol, so let's see how much double damage that does.
So that and it would have. This is an 18.
18. All right, high or low?
High.
High it is. So your symbol goes wide. It actually goes up in the air as you do it, kind of like a frisbee would, and it dodges all of the all of the different barrels that are around and actually hits the alarm that's going off and causes that to short out.
Try the door.
And I guess it's going to be Hobbs' turn again. He's going to try with a weapon. And that time it is a hit. Does that axe do anything special?
No.
No? Okay.
Just D10.
All right.
Because he's got the dragon tooth.
Yep.
The heirloom.
Just chops things.
Just chops things.
It's just big and cumbersome.
Just a chop.
Ed 209 is now, after throwing Uorag off him, going to try and shoot Uorag right in the face.
Dr. Ray.
That is a 13.
Keep him busy.
That is an 11 in damage as it point blanks blasts you right in the head.
Right in the Quizno's mouth.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
And I think that takes us back up to Eddie.
All right. I can see Bill now.
Yep.
And that he's very injured still.
Yep.
But he's fighting. He's fighting. He's fine.
Cure wounds on Bill.
You're fine, gang. You're fine.
I already tried that. Didn't work.
9 on the spellcast. I'll take the -1 forward. And that heals him for 4.
Okay.
Getting there. You look great. Blood never looked so appealing.
Adira.
You look good in red.
Sorry. I'm still not angry, so. This is just. Ooh. 13 to hit.
All right, so you run back over to Ed 209 and smash him?
No,
Oh.
I'm going to start hacking away at the door hinges or something.
Okay, yeah, that's...
That's with the other one, the Mighty Backhand. That's not what I wanted. Oh, come on. 7 points of damage.
Okay, so
Hinges.
This vault door, you get it right on one of the hinges and you can hear it start to clunk as it shifts. And there are 2 other hinges on the inside. But yeah, you completely break off one of them.
Excellent. Keep them busy. Hobbs, do the same thing. I don't know who's next.
Uorag's next.
Yep. All right. Hop up.
Or get him to fall into a hinge.
You're gonna hop onto it?
Yeah, back up on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
12. 8 damage.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So you guys are really chunking away. You start to see pieces of plating now falling off Ed 209. And Bill.
Uorag, you're such a pretty kitty.
Gonna make Hobbs jealous.
I'm gonna double damage.
All right.
That's an 11.
They all held their breath.
I like that I got a better skill and it makes everybody more nervous, not less. 3 hit points, Uorag. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And you get 44 forward. Okay, damage.
44?
And Hobbs is going to do his attack again. And that's a hit. And it just clinks harmlessly off the armor.
Is that?
Yeah, your
Before,
D6s.
it was 2d6, so it's got to be 4d6 now.
Yep, your D6s. You forget that you picked that one up.
Yes.
And,
I don't because I use it all the time.
And Ed's going to take another shot, but Uorag's on him again, so he's going to try and shoot Eddie. That's a hit. That is for 7 damage.
Oof. It's not too bad, because I have 3 armor.
All right. And that is back over to... No, Hobbs went. It is back over to Eddie.
I am going to go ahead and cast... Uorag, you're not on it anymore, right?
No,
Yep, he just jumped back on it.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Shit. All right, I'm going to cast Blink on myself then, instead of Burning Hands. Which is my only offensive spell at the moment.
Probably wouldn't be good to heat up. a giant metal construct that Uorag is firmly attached to.
Yeah.
Cat on a hot tin roof.
That's a 9 to cast, so I'm going to forget the spell.
Okay. You can continue taking -1s, too.
Yeah, I'd rather not. That already should have been a 10.
Oh, fair.
And, so now I've got Blink on me. So
All right.
50% chance to negate damage or whatever.
Yep. And Adira.
Hacking away at the door hinge still. How much does... You said he was falling apart?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's
A little over half, if you were to guess.
9 to hit. Do it again. The backhand at the other hinge. Come on, would you mind? That's another 7 points of damage.
That will take off the second of the 3 hinges.
All right.
Uorag.
We're getting out of here.
Digging deep. Going for something vital. That's a 10.
That's a hit.
20.
That'll do it. With its 4 armor, that's 16 health that you just yanked off it. So how do you destroy Ed 209?
As I was tearing bits of plate off the hedge area, finally got to past the outer armor and just started shredding whatever I could on the inside.
It was a human brain.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
From an orphan.
Past tense.
He's a cat. He does it like they ruin all electronics. He just chewed the power
Yeah, well, I
cord.
pull it out and push it off the counter.
Yep, and then I play with it for a while.
All right.
Throw up in the air and catch it.
That brain came from a magic user, probably. The gnomes downstairs probably put it in there.
Probably.
And Adira, would you like to knock off the last hinge?
Do I have to roll for it? Yeah.
I mean, I guess
'cause
you could
pretty
just
much-
keep hammering away, but if you want to roll for it, you can get it in one
Pretty
attack.
much broke it already. That's 9 points.
All right, yeah. Breaks off, and the entire vault door just leans forward and then collapses to the ground.
Okay.
And we're free.
Now, about the
Hope
chemical.
what's her face didn't hear that.
Oh, I'm sure everybody heard that.
No.
The executives in the soundproof conference room probably heard that.
They're probably out in the hallway wide-eyed.
Our heroes will return after these messages. Hey there, it's Nico again. If you'd like to skip the ads next time, as well as support our show, you should check out our Patreon. All levels get ad-free listening, where you get to skip all the commercials, and then there are a bunch of other features, depending on what tier you go with. Check out the link at www.afoolsquest.com. And now that the commercials are out of the way, it's time to dive back into the foolishness.
The security measures in this place is very lacking.
Yeah, it seemed to malfunction at the no provocation. Right, Bill?
Yeah.
Is
Is it still stuck to me?
No, you can take it off
I'm
now.
real tired of clothing sticking to me.
It's not glowing anymore either.
Yeah, it's not glowing. It's disabled. Yep. Your amulet.
No
Not
longer
magic
glowing.
anymore?
I mean, it could be if you bound it to another construct.
I'm keeping it.
I like it. Why'd you complain so much?
Hey, Uorag, you can turn into a construct, right?
Kinda.
Ideally, the amulet would allow you to control the construct, but Ed 209 has a lot of faulty mechanics.
I'm going to grab a handful of diamonds. Just, a handful of them. Because you said there's some diamonds around, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're kind of low on gold too, so.
It's getting a little tight. We're going to have to start tightening the belts soon.
Some gold bars were in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are heavy. Diamonds are much lighter, I assume.
Agreed. Yeah.
I'll just grab a bunch of diamonds. We'll say, is there 15 of them?
Grab a sack full.
Yep.
I deserve this. I wrecked the door.
All
Little treat.
And just poking around, we found the amulet. Wasn't there one other thing that we found too?
Yep, you found scrolls.
Scrolls,
Yeah, scrolls.
I'm going to look at those scrolls, see if I can identify them. That's 11.
These are scrolls of temporary invulnerability. And then put an asterisk next to that because you've learned that everything in this vault is faulty.
Even the diamonds.
Oh, the money's just money. But the amulet didn't work correctly. Ed 209 didn't work correctly.
What are the scrolls?
Temporary invulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, how many of them are there?
There were 4, I think.
I think I'll take those as well.
Why not? Why shouldn't I have it?
Oh, they're not mine, aren't they? Yeah, we'll take those as well. Then head back out and... all right, Janine, you're going to have someone fix that door. Malfunctioned while we were in there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I've got some questions about some of the things in there. So that is the reject vault, right?
I mean, yeah. Things that didn't work quite as intended.
Yeah, so I'm curious about what the actual effects of some of the items in there. So the scrolls of temporary invulnerability, what's the actual effect of those?
Oh, well, there's a chance that they'll make you temporarily invulnerable. But it also makes you completely immobile.
Ah, I see.
And you can't really do much while you're invulnerable. You just kind of freeze up.
I see. And the amulet that's in there seems to be a control amulet for some sort of construct.
Oh, yeah. Ed 209. It was a first prototype. There's a gnome in there. Well, a gnome.
In the construct?
Well, like bits of a gnome.
Yeah. I've heard they do
Consciousness.
that. All right. And,
You said that was the first prototype, so have we gotten a working version of that yet?
Oh, yeah. On floor 19.
Oh, okay.
It's what they use for security up there instead of the guards.
Oh, okay. Where do they have the control amulet for that one?
Oh, that's going to be the regional president. He's in there.
Oh, okay. So he's got it on his neck in the same...
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense.
Excellent. That's good.
Well, I'm glad to hear it's working better, because that one was...
Listen,
quirks.
We've determined that some of those batches of Chemical X can actually be quite useful. So while they were in the reject vault here, we're actually going to move them. Can you show us which one of those batches is the one that made the rabbits lay the colorful eggs? Because that seems like that could be very useful.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay. That's the one we'll put in the
cafeteria.
Yeah.
So she shows you.
Oh my, the door fell down.
Yeah. I told
It
you
just
you're
fell
gonna
right off the hinges.
Gonna need maintenance up here for that.
The defect vault has default hinges. It makes sense.
Yep.
Oh my. Well, I'm glad you guys found it. Thanks for bringing that to my attention.
You bet.
Especially.
All right, so
we'll
what else is on this floor?
Take that keg of Chemical X and roll it on back out to the elevator.
Okay. She lets you.
Is there sprinkler systems on all the floors or just the R&D floors?
Just floors 15 and 16.
All right, thank you.
There might be one on floor 20, but I never go up there.
Nah, yeah, we're heading there eventually, but we haven't been up yet. In our official capacity.
Unofficially, we've been up there?
Maybe? I don't know.
Several times. Where are the bobs?
So you take the Chemical X down to...
I think let's go back to the elevator and hit number 17.
Okay. So you go down to floor 17, and that opens up, and you find this pit, right? Large circular room. Around it, you've got all sorts of people at different desks, writing down notes. And you see just a shit ton of scrying tables. There's one really huge scrying table right in the middle of the room, which have multiple people around it looking over something. But there are a lot of tiny scrying tables with it looks like evokers standing over them, using them.
I wonder if they can kill someone from any of these tables or just that large one in the middle. All right, so I'm going to... Are there any evokers who don't look currently busy at one of the tables around?
All of them look... Mostly they look like they're watching people. Or areas.
I'm just going to do a circuit of the room and take a look at what they're watching on the tables. Can anyone see it on the table, or does it have to be...
anyone can see it on the table.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take a look for anything that's interesting or alarming that they happen to be watching.
Yeah. So go ahead and make probably a wisdom roll for that.
11.
An 11. Okay. So you do find some basic ones as you're walking by. There's some that are of battles that are going on. There are some of evokers here in the actual nation that are kind of questionable, that obviously didn't go to war. There are some of the Divination Nation. It looks like they've got some people targeted there. You even find one in the Illusion Nation, but it's not it's not your city, right? It's just some random place that you're aware of, one of the coastal towns. And but the one place that catches your eye the most is a distant island. And you peek over and you can see that the evoker that's watching this has at the top of his file that he's jotting notes in, it says Magnus Devlin. It's got a question mark next to it.
What's this you're looking over here, evoker?
He looks over.
Let me... Oh, Bob.
No.
Welcome to the control room. This is, well, we've been getting some reports lately, and so we sent a couple people up to look at Outcast Isle. Some of our ships that we had planned to send over to the Divination Nation, the longer way, is, well, they've gone missing up here. So we are beginning to think that, maybe Magnus is held up in Outcast Isle, just northeast of the Evocation Nation.
Why do you suspect it's Magnus Devlin?
Because giant fireballs are falling out of a castle and sinking the ships.
And you can scry the castle here with this this device is how it works?
Only at a distance and only from this straightway here. We can't get a ship close enough to be able to really determine if there's people in there or maybe, I don't know what else it could be. Maybe a demon?
Looks kind of shadowy too, so hard to get a good view, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's real rough.
I'm going to get a real good look at all the shadowy places there. As well as I can from the distant view.
Uh-huh.
Alright, thanks for your time, Evoker.
Oh, yes. Yeah, well, my name is Tabitha. In case, you know, in your reports, Bob.
Of course it is, Tabitha. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Are there any other rooms on this floor, or is it just the one big round room here?
It's just one big round room, and then the scrying tables are just littered. This is like a wide open floor space.
There's no like access to the sprinkler system here then? It's not that kind of control.
Correct.
Nuts.
Probably want maintenance.
You do notice too that the windows here, so all the other floors have windows that look out of the perimeter of the building. All of these windows are shuttered up. There's no natural light coming in here. And you did notice while using the elevator that there is a pretty good amount of distance between each floor. So if there was something for the sprinkler system, it might be between floors 16 and 17.
Between floors 16 and 17.
Crawl spaces, ductwork.
Above the ceiling tiles. John McClane's.
So we're looking for socks while we're here, right?
Yo, don't we need Magnus Devlin's sock?
I think so. I thought they were here, right?
Yeah, but they seem to think that he's at that castle on Outcast Island. But why did we think he was here? Didn't someone tell us that he was here?
I don't know.
It was a rumor that he could be pretty...
Because it's a wizard's tower, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's super high, classified. No one knows what goes on here. So, rumor mill was that he was here.
Whole Area 51 type stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I guess we could go verify any information we have with the brain. The highest intelligence.
Roger?
Yeah.
Roger Milton. Well, we could go up to 19, see what we could find out there, or we could just skip that and go right up to Roger Milton, yeah.
There's 18 and 19 we haven't been to, right?
We've been to 18. We went to 18 and then we came back to 17.
Oh.
That's where we got the Chemical X.
And you're having that board meeting.
Let's head on up to 20.
Okay.
Alright, back to the elevator.
You don't want to mess with the sprinkler system first?
Well, it's not here. It's maybe in between, but how do we get in there?
The elevator does have a stop button, like a normal elevator does.
Yeah.
Do some nimbly bimbly shit.
You know what? Maybe we hit 16 and stop it when it feels about halfway and pry the doors open.
Okay. I'll let you do those things.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Is there like a crawl space access?
There is. And there's a ladder that goes up and down, so you could kind of stretch out, reach out, grab the ladder, and take a few steps down and get to the access panel.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. The access panel does require badge and password access.
I'm going to swipe my badge and say Guam.
And it opens up, and you gain access to a crawl space, John McClane style.
All right. I'm going to go. Is there pipes and valves and things like that?
Yep. As you crawl in, you get further in, down the path, you see some pipes and a vat of, water.
I'm going to see if I can, just drag that keg of Chemical X and just dump it right into the sprinkler valve.
Okay. So, here's what I'm going to say. You can drag that. It is a little bit time consuming because it's a keg and you can't roll it, right? It's you got to push it through. But you're going to need to do a dexterity sleight of hand to make sure you don't spill any
on
yourself while doing this.
No,
I mean, it's 7 or higher. We'll get it for you.
Oh, yeah. It's 9 on the dice.
9 on the dice.
Plus.
Okay.
I got +2. Cool.
So you gingerly open it up and pour it in and glub, 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 glub. The Chemical X goes into the sprinkler system.
For the entire tower?
For floors 15 and 16.
R&D and weapon storage.
They're going to be laying eggs, and it's going to be hilarious. Easter eggs.
Yep. They'll hatch into weird things.
I'm going to, crawl back to the elevator and climb back up, and then, all right, floor 20?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you guys hit floor 20, and again, 20. It requires you to scan the badge and actually give the password to go to floor 20.
Guam. And also, for you listeners at home, I just made a card swiping motion when I said that.
They'll hear it.
Method acting.
He's so method.
And the door recloses, and you all start heading up to floor 20. And I think here's a good place to take a break.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.